Okay, so let's get cracking on these last Light After Dark readings. I found this today, and it was not uncanny. I just know how shit works. Took a picture, sent it to my homie Shiloh, and she referenced Girl with the Pearl Earring and brought it up as a movie. And I said, well, I know it's a painting, and I think it's a movie. I'll check it out. And then not even an hour later, I come into contact with the book. So I went ahead and got that. But yeah. So we have done Scorpio, Taurus, Sagittarius, Cancer, Gemini, and Pisces. So let's see who's next. I tried to give myself a time limit of 3 days to get these done. Well, I'm just glad to be recording, honestly. To be out of the basement and can be along civilization once again. All this investigative stuff is tiresome, but worth it. I have to go pick up information. I'd be like Mercury in retrograde. I've been going to the underworld picking up shit, and I have to come back and share it. I don't even know what's upright, what's reversed. At this point, I really don't care. At one point, I had a preference, and I was like, hyper focused with things being upright. I used to hate it when people would touch my cards, and then I would see that they were reversed, and it wasn't my doing. And it's like, I know you were touching my stuff. But now, good. First card out is Page of Pentacles. Industrious is what I hear. But it's enterprise too, I'm getting. Pisces tried to peak with the moon. So something you're not all that familiar with. Oh, wait. Overzealous. King of Wands. Page of Pentacles, King of Wands. First major arcana we get will be one that we haven't done already. All right. Seven of Wands, reverse. Page of Cups, reverse. Three of Cups. Judgment, reverse. The Star, reversed. Four of Cups on the bottom. So we are talking to a motherfucking Aquarius. YouTube will never plug my videos to be seen in anybody's mentions. I cuss way too much. Anyway, I'm getting quadruple nines. Now, there's a cycle ending here, and this is why someone is beginning a new enterprise. Aquarius energy here in the reverse. So what I'm feeling is not being hopeful, being active. Actually, in the process of doing, in the process of moving, in the process of action. King of Wands is here. Seven of Wands. I'm dropping my guard because I'm offensive. I'm not defensive. Okay? Page of Cups. It's not really about how I feel about the situation. It's not anything to do with what I'm creating with another or in an emotional sense. It's not a time to assess emotions. It's a time to do. Three of Cups is here, which lets me know that, you know, the decision was kind of made for them. This is why they don't have any particular, Four of Cups too. They don't have any particular ideal of an outcome at this point. It's what can I do, not what can I have with another, or what can this be made into, what can I reshape and rework this into. It wasn't their decision to cut ties or to end this contract, this job, this friendship, or what have you. I still have cordial feelings towards you. I still, you know, admire you. I still hold you in high regard, but that's not my focus. I have to do right now, and I'm not doing in that context, in that direction. But King of Wands, so they could be taking on the Leo energy right now. Shit. I have Naked Before the Stars in reverse, Peaceful Among Thorns in reverse, and I have Revenge upright. So it's okay. The perception of this is that in two ways. From the Aquarian to the other person, as if the actions that someone else is taking is purposeful to spite them. The Aquarius is saying it's not working. But on the inverse, flip the story, right? Because this is a mirrored thing. These are both, you know, half moons here. They're halfway there now. It's almost like, okay, this person is trying to inflict revenge. Well, I can do you one better and act as if it never happened and never existed. Peaceful Among Thorns. I don't have to be peaceful because Naked Before the Stars did not happen, and that is my revenge. I can act as if you were not there and never have been. If you can play that game, so can I. That's kind of where the mentality from Aquarius is coming from, because Aquarius is perceiving the other person to be vengeful by not having chosen not to give this any attention, or not to give this any time, or not to take this any further. Judgment in reverse, Star in reverse. It looks like it was a hopeless type of situation. Not that the Aquarius has dropped any type of hope, but they were in a mode of doing, not in a direction to expound upon something, but everywhere else. And when a person gets a message like that and they just say, okay, well, have all the space in the world, do your thing, I'll exit. I'll show myself out. There's an offense taken by the Aquarius that it's like, well, nobody can be detached like I am. That's my thing. I'll do you one better and act like you don't exist. I'm just saying, it's like, it's only to show you the effect that you have on others, because you're going to feel the effects of someone who can mirror your energy without a care, without a doubt, without a no hurt feelings. It just is type of attitude or perception. It could be a job. It's like, okay, well, you're gone. We're not going to ask you to stay. I mean, we're going to hire someone else and keep it moving. We're not going to check on you or any of that. Even if you were in touch with coworkers who were there, some may still ring the line or whatever, but a lot of people, oh, you're gone, because they were only circumstantial to the situation you were in. And since that situation has come to an end, Judgment in reverse, Storm reverse, you have the Page of Cups in reverse. No more reaching out, but you also don't have to defend yourself against people being in your space that you're not wholeheartedly in acceptance of. They were just in the environment. So now you have the Three of Cups, Four of Cups, King of Wands, Page of Pentacles. Those are the only energies that are really upright. And it's like, I really don't have a care for what I'm doing. And I get along just as I need to get done what I need to do, because I'm the new kid in town. I'm the newest on the block, this, and that. Do my shit and go. Don't really want to get attached to it. Don't want to have to defend myself, because nobody really knows much about me for me to even take it personal. Not even my own personal and personality. It's just, I exist and they know I exist, and I come to do the thing in my existence, and I go. No more getting close. So Naked Before the Stars is in reverse. So is Peaceful Among Thorns. It's like, what thorns? Those thorns don't even exist. What are you talking about? Like, there's no need for peace. I am the peace. But to say there's no thorns, and this revenge card is showing, there is. You're trying to show somebody something. You're trying to prove a point to someone, either in particular. Oh. On the bottom of the deck, we have Atonement in reverse. You feel shafted, like, but it's not what you think it is. Right, it's not what you think it is. You have Parasite in reverse and Masquerade. What you're perceiving as someone doing you wrong, or having put you in a position to feel a certain type of way, you're not fucking used to feeling. So anything that makes you feel, when it stops, you're no longer feeling, you feel slighted. It's like, well, I can go back to not caring. Why did you come around? Why do I even have to care? I can pretend I don't. You're not inflicting revenge on the other person, Aquarius. They don't see it the way that you do. They're not as fuck the world as you do with your futuristic ass. They're more humane. And that sounds harsh, but you're not from here. You're not of here. You're not of this. So you're not seeing this from a typical human existence. I just got, what was that? Catcher in the Rye? Was it Catcher in the Rye? Where the guy, John Malkovich in the movie, Gary Sinise had to, was it that? I think that's what it was. He had his friend, he was kind of on the slower end, and something happened. He committed a crime or did an offense or something, and they were going to hurt him, capture him, put him in jail, and he knew he couldn't handle it. So what did he do? He put him out of his misery, and it was more mentally debilitating and affecting Gary Sinise than it was his friend, who was none the wiser. It's like, you're the only one going to feel the agony. They didn't make you put yourself in agony. They didn't make you or influence you to need to feel like they owe you some type of explanation, apology, or leverage for said thing. As detached and nonchalant and seemingly uncaring as you can be, when you care, you inflict more damage when the caring the caring gets interfered with for whatever reason, the things that you may do in your natural state, it's much harder for someone else to relate to because you're not of here. You're not of this. You're other. Okay? So if somebody can't understand your intention or your frequency or the way that you conduct yourself, and they lose interest, or they let something end, like a job, a contract, a friendship, or whatever, your expectation for them to reemerge as if nothing happened, there was no rift, there was no time lost, there was no, there are some things that you take personally that other people do not, and the things that they take personally, you don't care to understand what they are feeling, because you're not the feely type of being. So their feelings getting hurt because of your nonchalance, and then you're like, damn, but I cared about you. It's like, well, I could not tell. I did not know, and therefore I had to act upon what I did know, what was visible, what was audible, what was tactile, what you showed me, what you gave me. Nothing. That's not revenge onto you. That's a reaction or an action to your action. That's just the natural course of how things go. You have to adjust the way you expect others to adjust to you. You're the minority in the situation. You're expecting 90% of people to adapt to you. And it's one thing for them to adapt to you, but you never want to adapt to the way that they're conducting themselves towards you or to others in rapport. You carry yourself into a conversation, and then as soon as it's over, you disappear. That's fine. That's fine. But when you want to get to know a person on a more personal level, a deeper level, intrinsic level, that type of detachment means that when I walk away, you are alone, because I'm here and I am doing this and you're not a part of it. I am Aquarius. You are there. So when you reemerge, this person has already received the message, received the body language, received the cut off. So when they physically do the cut off, or verbally do the cut off, or emotionally do the cut off, and you feel it, oh, how could you? I'm showing you what you do to me mentally, what you do to me spiritually. You unplug. You unplug, and there's no power, no source, no connection, no Wi-Fi, no connection, no nothing. And then you come back. I need another password. Everything's been reset. You don't have the same access that you once had. It does not work that way. Artificial intelligence, which is right underneath revenge's artificial heart. You put on your defenses to not care. And that doesn't work. It doesn't work when you actually care about the person that you want to connect with, the job that you want to connect with, the friends that you want to connect with. It doesn't work. People tire of being felt like they're insignificant, that other people are so high that they cannot be touched or reached or included. Like this is not. Y'all understand where I'm going with this. So a Page of Pentacles, King of Wands, you're being asked, Aquarius, to use this King of Wands energy to take lead of being the beginner, being the person who is willing to learn the basics of human understanding, not intellectual. You know, not everybody can be broken on an intellectual level. And since that's the way that you may process these things, you lose the human touch, Knight of Swords. So, Sun in reverse. They don't feel you. It's an overcast day. It's an overcast day. Oh, shit. They know that the sun, I mean, it's not necessarily hot. It's not necessarily cold. I just saw 2 cups in reverse. It's not necessarily hot. It's not necessarily cold. We know that the sun is up because we can see things in our environment. We can see things. Things are visible. But is it shining on us? Is it warming our skin? It's just enough so that we can see where we're going. And 9 of Cups in reverse. Oh, 9 of Cups on the floor. That's not satisfactory. Not at this point, it's not. It's not. But with this this Knight of Swords is sitting on top of the King of Wands and the Page of Pentacles, is asking you to open your fucking mouth. Like, stop waiting for other people to do it. Like, you don't have the way that it's artificial heart was sitting there. You don't have an artificial heart. You just don't. Like, the way that people are perceiving you is if, at one point, if I turn all the reverse cards upright and all the upright cards reverse, okay? They were rejected because you didn't seem interested. There was definitely not any action that you wanted to take in their direction. There was this wall, 7 of Wands. Even though it was energetic, it was, I can't get through. It's like a fucking laser alarm system. I can't get through this. And even if I trigger it, I mean, all hell could break loose for all I know. And the last thing I want to do is piss this person off or turn them off or make them feel a certain type of way. So I have hopes for this. I do really, really like this person, and I feel like their presence is amazing. I like to be around them. I like to get to know them. Page of Cups upright. But they don't want that. They don't want me. They don't want to try. 3 of Cups in reverse. They don't even want friendship. 4 of Cups. Without saying it, they just rejected me. This is energetic. This is emotional. This is mental. This is physical. All action is defense. The only air that is upright would be the star itself. And this is them using the star energy to even be in your presence, to even align with you, which is in your highest manifestation. And if you can't get to your highest manifestation because you're Knight of Swords in reverse, King of Wands in reverse, Page of Pentacles in reverse, 3 of Cups, 4 of Cups in the fuck reverse, they're going to be happy elsewhere with someone who can actually show and feel. So the times that you may have even perceived pain or hurt No one can say that you weren't actually hurt or actually didn't feel that pain, but you thought about the pain and felt the thought. It's like your body, your skin can physically feel pain, but the depth of the pain is the thought of it. That's what keeps it active. I don't know what you've been through in order for a person to be showing up, wanting to try, wanting to choose, wanting to befriend, wanting to talk, wanting to be close. And they get the star up right. But 5 of Pentacles. They leave feeling like it's them. Like it's something wrong with them. Why? King of Swords. It's like you spoke without speaking. And they're left Empress reverse. At the bottom of the deck, King Cups in reverse. Like you're not, love is not your thing. You just don't, that's not what you want. That's not what you need. That's not what you feel. That's not what I don't even know what your intention is here. You want a Page of Pentacles, King of Wands this thing, and it's a task. It's a task. It's a pursuit. It's not, I'm feeling this. No. 3 of Cups was in the upright originally. But that's, okay, yeah, friendship. You know, Aquarius is 11th house, friendship and this and that. But you're not doing friendship type shit. You're not doing friendship type shit. It's like this person gonna fuck me over, this person gonna do me wrong, this person gonna fuck me over, this person gonna do me wrong. I gotta give them this. I can only give them that. Because they're gonna do this, and this. You have all their moves figured out to the point where they can't even move. Can't even move. I shit you not. 7 of Cups, 8 of Swords, 7 of Swords. The lies you tell. Makes one cunning in liberal sciences. Able to turn others into different forms and convince them that the change is real. Will spare any life by request. Returns items and punishes thieves. So if you feel like somebody took something from you that you weren't ready to not have, which you have the Hierophant here, and it seems like you were leaning towards something you actually wanted. You convinced this person that they didn't want it. So when they chose not to want it, Judgment in reverse, Star in reverse, now it's like, oh, you stole my time. You stole my love. You stole my affection. I have to inflict revenge. No. Nobody took anything. You deterred me. Like you detested me. You want me to be crazy, inhumane, and berate you for something that you should be wanting and willing to share and to give? No thanks. No thanks, Aquarius. We know you're cerebral, but we know you're all also revolutionary. You're so forward that you forget that certain people haven't seen what you've seen yet, or haven't traveled the distances you've traveled yet. Even mentally, you have a different edge, a different distance, and you forget that people are still back there and trying to get on that trajectory and trying to get to those places, you forget that at one point you were back there and others were progressive in front of you. It may not have taken you long to get there, but the people, they don't work the way you do. And you have had no mercy. But others in your eyes are merciless because they don't see your heart. They don't see your intention. They've seen it. You don't understand how you're being perceived is what you're not seeing. Because you're so forward back there that you can't see that all that they see is your back. You feel like why didn't they stop you? Why didn't they flag you down? Why didn't they try to catch up? Try harder, come faster. And it's like, why don't you slow down? Why don't you actually give a person the time of day instead of being at the speed of light? No one has that innate speed that you have. No one is telling you to dial down your brilliance. No one is telling you to dial down your awesome. No one is telling you that you can't be everything that you are, but understand that other people are not what you are and who you are, and cannot keep up with who you are if you don't slow down to share it with them. I'm just saying. I'm saying this is what they saw. Your back. And by the time they even got close, panting, out of breath, exhausted, you're chilling. And it's like, okay, well, this is not my race. This is not my style. This is not my thing. I'm out of place here. They remove themselves. You feel offended. But they were hopeful at one point. They were choosing at one point. They were happy at one point. They were wanting this at one point. You convinced them that they did not. And now they believe you. Naked before the stars. This aligns with my star card. Because she is naked before the stars. And this is where your most sincere wishes are done, when you're in the naked flesh of your being. Whether you're naked in the shower, contemplating life, or you're just on your own in your raw state, your manifestations, your wishes of all wishes. And not even saying wishes like, oh, people are just writing petitions and writing intentions and shit. And everybody does that. Some people pray. Some people desire. Some people do vision boards. Some people affirm. Some people just know for themselves. Their own synchronicities are this car, this job, this profession, this team, this trade, this ability, whatever it is. There's something they have a very keen eye for, and it always catches their attention. Other people are not going to feel it the way that you feel it. Some can, most won't. And you think that everybody is going to be able to translate you, and it's not until you decipher yourself enough that other people can see the translation. You can put a post in Spanish, in Italian, French, German all day long. And if there is no button for a person to see the translation of it, they won't understand a fucking thing coming out your mouth. Coming from your being, coming from your creative mind. They are not at the stream of consciousness to even take the drink. You can't pour them your decadence if they don't have the palate for it. You want everybody to meet you where you are, and you haven't even begun to try to meet them where they are, without belittling them in the process or making them feel like they can't keep up with you. Maybe the point is for you to slow down. Knight of Swords in reverse. Fuck. Damn, Aquarius. We're going to have to talk later. We're going to have to do... We're going to have to do the We're going to have to do something else. I'm not going to have this conversation with y'all again. I'm not. So, there you have it. I'm going to go on to the next sign, and I will talk to y'all another time.